Welcome, everyone. You've joined us for another deep dive. And wow, the material you shared this time, it really cuts to the quick, doesn't it?
It really does.
We're talking about navigating injustice and, maybe more importantly, how to find some kind of meaning within it all.
Yeah, it's a heavy one, but so fundamental.
We've got quite a mix of sources here, philosophy, history, even some fiction, all wrestling with this big idea.
A real spectrum.
So, our mission today, let's try to unpack the insights, look at different ways to understand and, respond to injustice.
And hopefully find some practical wisdom, right? Something empowering, not just overwhelming.
Exactly. Okay, so where do we start? That initial dialogue between Little Monk and Master Monk feels like a good entry point.
I think so too. It's striking how Little Monk's unease about, historical atrocities like World War II directly connects to his own sort of personal experiences with unfairness. It grounds it immediately.
Absolutely. And I love how Master Monk reframes it. He doesn't just see it as isolated incidents, but as this profound universal exam.
That framing really shifts things, doesn't it?
It does. It elevates it beyond just personal gripes.
And the range they cover is huge. Concentration camps, the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, massive geopolitical issues.
Right. But then also personal betrayal, systemic corruption, things maybe closer to home for many.
It just shows how pervasive this challenge is, woven into, being human.
Okay, so this exam idea, let's dig into that. The first big insight Master Monk brings up comes from Viktor Frankl.
Ah, yes, Frankl.
For anyone listening who might not know, maybe give us a quick sense of who he was and why his perspective is so vital here.
Sure. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian psychiatrist and, crucially, a Holocaust survivor.
Right.
His experiences in Nazi concentration camps, they became the foundation for his whole approach to psychology, which he called logotherapy.
Logotherapy, meaning therapy.
Essentially, yes. Therapy focused on finding meaning in life. And his view is just incredibly powerful when grappling with injustice because he insists on our ability to find meaning even in the midst of horrific suffering.
That almost sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How do you find meaning in that kind of brutality?
Well, Frankl's key insight, the real game changer, was recognizing that while external forces can take almost everything, there's one thing they can't touch. That last human freedom. The power to choose your attitude in any given circumstance.
Oh.
He has that famous quote, and it's worth really sitting with. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms. To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances.
So it's not about pretending the pain isn't real or finding some positive spin on the horror itself.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But about reclaiming that internal control, that final say over your response.
Precisely, that's the core of it. And Frankl observed really keenly that making that choice isn't just about surviving the moment. It actually reveals something fundamental about human nature. He saw both unbelievable cruelty and incredible acts of kindness and sacrifice right there in the camps, the whole spectrum, under the most extreme pressure imaginable.
Wow. Okay, so that brings us to the really practical question. How do we respond to injustice when we encounter it? Master Monk makes a key distinction here.
He does.
Between accepting injustice, which is kind of like condoning it.
Right, enabling it almost.
And resisting it, pushing back, but somehow still trying to maintain your inner peace. That feels like walking a tightrope.
It absolutely is a very delicate balance.
Yeah.
And this concept of detachment becomes really central.
Detachment. Okay, but that word can sound a bit cold, maybe? Like apathy?
That's the common misconception, yeah. But here, detachment isn't indifference. It's not caring.
So what is it?
It's more about consciously choosing not to let the injustice completely consume your soul, your inner self.
Oh, okay.
It's about, standing by your values, acting against the wrong, but without being totally swallowed by bitterness or rage or despair.
Protecting that inner space. And Master Monk gives some practical steps for cultivating this, right? The first one is awareness.
Yes. Really paying attention to how emotions like anger, fear, how they can just hijack your mind, cloud your judgment.
Loving the podcast? Don't miss out. Unlock the full episode with a subscription. Get in touch to subscribe now. Fix your inner world at gmail.com.